Are you a new Airbnb host or thinking about getting started? In this video, I share the 10 biggest mistakes that I made when I first started hosting and what I wish I knew before listing my property. Number one, I was hesitant to accept stays from guests who had no prior history or no reviews on Airbnb. And if I did accept bookings from guests with no prior reviews, I would stress out so much over them, convinced that they were going to throw parties, that they were going to trash my place. I just had this correlation in my head that if they had no good reviews already, they were a bad guest, which is just so far from the truth. And while those horror stories do happen, it's not nearly as common as some hosts make it out to be. Most guests are wonderful and respectful. In fact, some of the best guests I've ever had are guests that were new to Airbnb and didn't have any prior reviews or stays. Number two, I didn't allow pets. There are so many benefits to allowing pets at your Airbnbs. Number one, you can increase your booking income. Pet-friendly listings attract more guests, more travelers, but you can also do this by charging a pet fee. You can also expand your booking audience by allowing pets. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Being pet-friendly does involve more work, mainly when it comes to cleaning between guests. I found the biggest issue to be dogs that shed a lot. Getting all of the dog hair during a clean can be very time consuming and sometimes even take extra hours on top of your normal clean. If you really wanted to, you could limit the breed of dog that you allow at your Airbnb. I know some hosts who don't allow huskies, for example, because they do shed a lot. If you clean yourself, you may not just want to deal with all of the extra cleaning or the time that it takes, or if you're hiring a cleaner, you may not want to pay extra for this. So it's not for everyone, but I found that it has significantly increased my bookings. At least 50% of my guests bring pets with them. So for me, it definitely has been worth it despite all the extra work. Number three, I didn't have blackout curtains in every bedroom at my Airbnbs. This is a relatively inexpensive amenity that you can easily add to your Airbnb that will really elevate your guest experience. Personally, I like the double curtain rod where you can have the back panel be a sheer linen curtain so you can still let light through but have some privacy, and then that front panel can be the blackout curtain portion. So guests can draw this at night if they want to block out the light from the windows. I realize I skipped number four, so here's number four. Have kids amenities at your Airbnb, like a pack and play, plastic plates and cups, kids toys, things like that. But make sure you get it from the beginning of your hosting journey so that way you can ask your photographer to take pictures of these items to include in your listing. I slowly got these items over time in my hosting journey, which there's nothing wrong with that. I just wish I had them from the beginning. That way I could have asked my photographer to include them in my listing photos. Number five, not having a TV in the bedrooms. At the very least, make sure that your Airbnb has a TV in the primary bedroom. When I first started hosting, I actually got a few messages about this from potential guests who were looking to book, but they only wanted to book if we had a TV in the bedroom, which at the time we did not. But it was from these messages that we decided to let's go ahead and do it. And now we make it very clear in our listing that this is something we have. Number six, I didn't have Instant Book turned on. So Instant Book is a setting that you can turn on or off as the host. This is a setting that allows guests to book your Airbnb immediately if they meet certain criteria, instead of having to wait for you to manually accept and review their stay. Airbnb's data suggests that listings with Instant Book turned on get 20 to 30% more bookings than listings that don't. Airbnb also prioritizes listings with Instant Book turned on and ranks those listings higher in search results. Guests often also search for properties with Instant Booking turned on because it eliminates the need for them to wait for the host's approval. There are parameters that you can set as the host to minimize the risk of getting undesired guests through Instant Booking. For example, you can require that if someone wants to Instant Book your place, that they have to have a verified ID, prior positive reviews, and at least one prior stay through Airbnb. Number seven, I was too stingy with what I was leaving out for guests. When I was a new host, I was very specific with what I was leaving out for guests. I would leave like one paper towel and 5 Tide Pods and count everything out. I was just really worried that guests would steal any extras. Pretty quickly into my hosting journey, I realized that most guests are very respectful and don't take any more than they need. Skimping on these items leaves a less than stellar impression with guests, and it's such an easy thing to fix. In fact, I found that guests tend to be more respectful of their usage with these items when they feel valued, when you're leaving them enough, rather than when they feel nickel and dimed by the host. Number eight, I thought it would be easy to find a reliable cleaner. It's honestly comical how I didn't even consider this to be a problem when I was starting my Airbnb. Like, I didn't think about this in the slightest. And finding a reliable, good cleaner can really make or break your listing, especially if they're the ones cleaning it most of the time. I personally clean my Airbnbs 95% of the time, but I hire a cleaner whenever I travel or when I just can't clean it for whatever reason. And almost every time I've had to do that, it adds so much stress and so much drama. It's just so complicated for no reason. My only advice here really is don't underestimate the importance of finding a good cleaner, and don't be afraid to go through a few until you find one that you actually really like and trust. And once you do find a good cleaner, make sure you treat them well and you pay them well. Number nine, I underestimated the time and work involved with owning an Airbnb. I manage and clean both of my Airbnbs, and it's just definitely not the passive income source that a lot of hosts make it out to be. I'm not saying that it's hard, it's really not that hard, but it is time consuming. Managing guest issues, communicating with guests, fixing things when they need to be fixed, understanding like taxes and prices and all this different software, like it just can be a lot to keep up with. Number 10, I didn't budget enough money for furnishings and decor when I got started on Airbnb. And this is more just anecdotal, my experience with it, but when I listed my properties, I just wanted to furnish them as cheaply and as quickly as I could so I could get them listed and start making money on them. I didn't have that much money saved to spend on furnishing and decor, and I just really didn't think it would be that big of a priority. Now that I've been in the Airbnb space for nearly 2 years, I've definitely realized how much your photos really sell your listing. I've also realized how much harder it is to make changes to your listing, like physically changing out the furnishings and decor and paint or whatever, once it's already live. There's definitely something to be said about just getting started and making do with what you have. That's what I had to do. But if you have the budget for it, or you have the time to save up a little bit more money, then I would definitely recommend doing that. Those are my 10 tips. I have so many more, but those are the first 10. If you found this helpful, you might find my last video helpful as well. If you're a new host or you're just curious about hosting on Airbnb, leave me a question in the comments below. If you want to see more of my day-to-day experiences as a host, make sure you follow me on YouTube Shorts or TikTok. Until next time, happy hosting.